Will a $26 crochet hook beat one that only costs $1.25? Well, today we're going to be putting these two hooks to the test to see if price makes a difference. I recently tested a super budget-friendly crochet hook and it got me thinking, I wonder how this hook would compare to my most expensive crochet hook. But I'm not just going to test these crochet hooks by using them and crocheting with them. I'm going to get this guy.
Hi.
Who happens to be my husband and a surface finish expert. And he's going to get his profilometer out, which is a tool that is going to tell us exactly which one of these hooks is scientifically better than the other. The budget-friendly crochet hook that we're going to be testing is the Dollar Tree hook, and this is the Crafter's Choice aluminum ergonomic crochet hook. This cost me $1.25, and I recently tested it, and I just was using it and crocheted a little bit with it, and I was pleasantly surprised for such an inexpensive crochet hook. The biggest problem with this crochet hook is that it comes in very limited sizes, and you also can't buy just one crochet hook online. You have to go into the store if you just want to buy one hook. If you want to buy 25 hooks, you can buy it online, but those are your only options. And unfortunately, I found out through the comment section in that video that a lot of people don't have a Dollar Tree that is quite as well stocked as mine as far as craft products are concerned, so it could be hard to find this hook at your local Dollar Tree. The luxury crochet hook that we're going to try is the new Streamline metal crochet hook from Furls. This hook retails for $26 and it comes in sizes 3.5 millimeter up to 10 millimeters. This is also a much heavier crochet hook than I've ever used before, and it has a very unique ergonomic handle. You'll also notice that the hook itself and the handle are all one piece, and I don't think I've ever seen that in another crochet hook before that is metal. The Streamline metal crochet hooks are a fairly recent addition to the Furls crochet hook lineup. They were meant to be a replacement for the Furls Odyssey, which was discontinued back in 2023. These were very popular crochet hooks, but they ended up needing to discontinue them for manufacturing reasons, and that's why they have come out with the Streamline metal. One of the big improvements that they made from the Odyssey to the Streamline metal is that they have engraved the size onto the crochet hook itself. With the Odyssey, it used to be just a little sticker on the bottom, and sometimes these things fell off, so I really like that they made this decision. Another interesting thing is that the Streamline metal is quite a bit longer than the Odyssey crochet hook, and I only think that that's a benefit. I like a long crochet hook. The metal hook actually feels like it weighs a bit more than the Odyssey, but I'm going to put it on my little scale to see if it actually is or if it's just a trick in my mind. This is my Weight Watcher scale that I've had since like 2004, but it's a really accurate little scale. So this is, okay, 1.2 ounces. And let's try the metal Streamline. 1.75 ounces. So I did feel like that this one was heavier than this one. So that's really interesting. And because I love a little test, let's just put the Dollar Tree hook in here and see how much this one weighs. Oh my goodness, this one is only 0.3 ounces. Now I want to know how much the Furl Streamline resin hook weighs. So this one is 0.65 or 0.7. It's right in between those two. And then of course I'm going to try the wooden hook and let's see how much, uh-oh, that one's rolling away. Stay. Oh, that's a naughty hook. Okay, there we go. I have a feeling this one's going to be really light. Okay, so this one's 0.35. Wait, let me make sure. I think this one was, okay, that's interesting. The Dollar Tree hook was the lightest, then the wooden hook. And there goes that naughty one. Productivity might not be the first word that comes to mind when you think about becoming a better creative person, but as a crocheter, a small business owner, a wife, and a mom, I'm trying to become a more productive person, and Skillshare is helping me get there. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives. They have thousands of classes in different creative areas like crochet, knitting, sewing, photography, and productivity, just to name a few. What I love most about Skillshare classes is that they're taught by industry professionals. Plus, they're all online so you can learn from the comforts of your own home, and they're all ad-free. I'm working through the learning path Master Your Productivity with Ali Abdal, and Ali is one of my favorite productivity teachers. He is so positive, creative, and encouraging. Learning paths on Skillshare are curated lists of sequential classes that will help you to master a new skill. There are also several learning paths for crochet, and they're taught by some of my favorite crochet designers like Tony Lipsy from TL Yarn Crafts and Lee Sartori of Coco Crochet Lee. I'm not naturally a super productive person, and this is a skill that I am really focusing on this summer. It's helping me to feel like I have more control over my days rather than my day controlling me. And I could not be more thankful for people like Ali Abdal who are willing to share their secrets. And what's even better is that the first 500 people to use my link in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I'm a huge fan of the Furls Odyssey crochet hooks, and I was really sad to see them go. They're still available on platforms like eBay, but they're gonna cost you a pretty penny, anywhere from $50 up to $200 a piece. And that's why I also wanted to test this streamline hook. I wanted to see if it was a good comparison to the Odyssey, at least scientifically. Will it look as good under that profilometer? The first thing I'm going to do is just test the Dollar Tree crochet hook and the Furls streamline hook with some yarn that I already know and love. This is the Barocco Vintage. This is a yarn that I know how it behaves, so I will be able to tell the difference between each one of these hooks because I've used this yarn so many times. I know what it can do, and I want to reduce the variables in this little experiment. This is a worsted weight yarn, and it's an acrylic wool and nylon blend. It really is a fantastic yarn for so many different projects. I'm just going to quickly test this crochet hook out because I did it recently, and just like I did last time, I'm actually so impressed with a crochet hook that costs $1.25. I must say, there's a little bit of drag with the metal, but for $1.25, I wouldn't expect it to be like a luxury crochet hook. This little crochet hook always surprises me, and one thing that people have told me in the comment section is that they buy some of these when they go to Dollar Tree and they put them in the car, or they buy a bunch of them for people that are just learning how to crochet. I think that these are great to have on hand, even if you don't use this on a regular basis. It's not a big deal if you lose it because it's only $1.25 to replace it. Now, I have not used this crochet hook before at all, so I am so excited to see what it can do. So now let's test the beautiful Furls Streamline metal hook. This hook is so nice. I love a weighted crochet hook. I think it feels so good in my hands, but that really is a personal preference. And I could see some people maybe not liking the heaviness of this hook, but I love it. And I love how long the crochet hook actually is. It just, I mean, this metal feels so incredibly smooth. I cannot wait to see what this looks like under the profilometer. That's beautiful. It just feels so nice. And you can see the difference in the size of these crochet hooks, just in the length of them and the width of the handle. We're going to start with the Furls Odyssey, which we have tested before. We already know that this one is amazing, but we're just gluttons for punishment, so we're going to do it one more time.
Plus, I want to try my new handy dandy setup.
Okay.
So, all right, here we go. We got to get it positioned in here just right. This on here, then I want you to press the space bar to measure it. All right, so this is the Furls Odyssey. This is this one right here. It's really smooth. I mean, this is plus minus 200 microinches. That's incredibly small, and what you see is it's pretty uniform. Like a piece of paper, the roughness would be off the chart, but this is really smooth.
Okay, all right, let's move move on to number 2.
All right, so this is the aluminum one, right? We're going from the nickel one to the aluminum one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get it set up right here. So this is the streamline hook, which is aluminum.
100% aluminum.
Yeah, so let's see about this one. Measuring something round is a little tougher than measuring something flat. Oh, come on.
We're having a lot of technical difficulties right now, so this is making us both really frustrated. We were hoping we could get this done really quickly like we did the last time we tested the Furls Odyssey crochet hook. But today nothing is cooperating, so I really hope we can get this done. We have to be quiet while this is happening because hopefully this will work this time. Testing the streamline hook. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Hold on. You're not going to believe this one. You are not going to believe this.
That's crazy good. I've never seen anything that... This is even flatter than the Furls Odyssey last time.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Let me show it to you.
This is incredibly smooth. I mean, you're literally at the scale of plus minus 200 micro inches. And the RA is 4 micro inches. That is mirror finished. Of course, when you look at the hook, it is mirror finished. This is incredibly smooth.
That's the streamline.
Yeah.
So
I can't imagine us measuring anything else for this that's going to be smoother than this. I could be proven wrong, but this is lights out the smoothest thing I've ever measured.
So now we're going to test the Dollar Tree crochet hook. So I am so interested to see how this one compares. I know it's going to be rougher. It is going to be rougher, but I just can't wait to see the comparison on this one.
Push the button.
Okay, push the button.
Yeah, push the button.
Okay.
As expected, much rougher. I mean, it's not terrible, right? But you can see that sawtooth pattern in the roughness of the Dollar Tree hook versus the Furls Streamline. Big difference. By the numbers, it's 6 times rougher.
So we're going to test the Streamline resin hook, which he said was interesting. Why do you think that's interesting?
Well, because it's not metal.
Okay.
Metal processing and finishing is pretty basic. So I can see the differences in the 2 metal ones already. I understand how they made it that way. Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of experience with resin stuff, so this is going to be curious to see how they made it, because it feels very smooth.
Yeah.
And it looks kind of shiny, so this is kind of interesting.
All right. Okay, so what are we seeing here?
This is pretty incredible. It's very smooth. Now, it's still twice as rough as the aluminum Streamline. Pretty close to the Odyssey metal one. But what I see here are these little dips, these little harsh spikes. We didn't see that with either of the metal ones. So this is something unique to the resin one. Just a little bit different. Not sure if that's good or bad, but just different.
Okay. All right, the next hook we're going to try is the Streamline wood hook. I really love this one. We're just curious at this point. Like, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, test it on your little doohickey.
Okay. That looks more like an engine cylinder, actually.
Okay.
Kind of crazy, yeah. That pattern of kind of undulation without it being kind of these valleys, that's interesting.
Okay, so if you were ranking them from smoothest to most rough, how are we doing this?
From roughest to smoothest, the roughest was the wood, which was at 49 micro inches. Then the resin one was half the roughness. It came in third.
Okay.
Then the original Furls Odyssey,
yeah.
right? It was around 9.
Okay.
But the Streamline was 4.
Wow.
So it was even half of what this was, 6 times smoother than the resin. So huge difference. I mean, basically 10 times smoother than the wood.
Interesting.
Okay, so these are the 4 Furls hooks. Now the Dollar Tree. It actually ranks right in here.
Okay, so in between the resin and the wood.
Yep.
Okay.
The roughness is probably right in the middle between the 2.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah. I'm not sure if roughness is the only thing that matters in terms of hooks, but in terms of roughness, this is how they rank.
There is a clear winner when we are comparing the Furls Streamline metal hook and the Dollar Tree hook. And definitely the Streamline metal hook is way better than the Dollar Tree hook, but it also costs more than 20 times as much as the Dollar Tree hook. But I still have a fondness for this little hook. It does amazing for $1.25. Now, I will say, this Streamline metal this is the Cadillac. No, this is the Lamborghini, the Ferrari of crochet hooks. So if you want that luxury crochet hook, it doesn't get any better than this. But I will say that this little $1.25 hook, it may not be the smoothest, it may not be the fanciest, but it will get the job done. In addition to crochet hooks, Furls also has yarn. It's called Wander and it's 100% acrylic and it comes in 52 different colors. It's a number 4 worsted weight yarn and it retails for $5 for a 3.5 ounce skein. These colors are truly stunning and it has a little bit of sheen to it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. They are spectacular and are super pigmented, so I cannot wait to try these. And I'm going to use the metal Streamline because why not? I don't know which color I'm going to choose. They are all so beautiful. I think I'm going to use this one. This one is Agave. Ooh, that is beautiful. Now, the one thing that I wish this had was a little easy start tab so that you could pull from the center. That is something that I love when a yarn has that feature. There's some yarn barf. Nope, I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to pull from the outside. It's not my favorite way to do it, but it's what we've got to work with. Wow. This is silky smooth. Oh my goodness. This combination of this hook and this yarn, this is definitely feels more like a luxury acrylic. This does remind me of the Caron Simply Soft if you've ever used that before. This combination is incredible, I have to say. Such a smooth yarn. I was worried that it was going to be splitty because I found the Caron Simply Soft a little bit splitty, but so far this one has been fantastic. Wow. It's got some decent stitch definition. It really is beautiful. That is a gorgeous color too. I hope you enjoyed this little test, and we all pretty much figured that the luxury crochet hook was going to do better than the little Dollar Tree crochet hook, but it was still fun to test it out and to see which one was objectively better scientifically. But I hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay safe and happy stitching.